course. Because
we're shopping for dogs now. A lot of Great Danes are like $3,000. And then some of the Great Danes are like $600. And I'm like, babe, let's get that one and resell it for $3,000. I'm flipping dogs over here. It's a genius idea.
Way better than couches.
You're gonna show up next week covered in scratches, looking exhausted.
Nobody will buy the dogs. I have 47 Great Danes. They're getting big.
For $600, all I could get were good Danes.
Oh, damn it! That guy on r/dog swaps was right. I'm in a huge hole here. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you could do that till you find the perfect one.
I think, especially, but I don't know why. I guess I feel like Great Danes have, maybe because they're so big, minor genetic flaws that a lab might live through. A Great Dane his heart might just completely fail. I just feel like they shouldn't be that big. Like dogs in general shouldn't be that big. There aren't any wolves that big, which is a different story, but there aren't any other dogs that big mostly. And they seem to have like those sudden deaths sometimes with their heart stress and stuff. And it's got to be a product of, again, like most pure breeds are going to have some sort of genetic flaws, but the genetic flaws weigh on them more heavily because of their size, perhaps, and their large hearts and stuff. Because I don't know, I've never heard of a Pomeranian just dropping dead, or even like, a German Shepherd usually don't just drop dead. But I've heard of multiple people who had like Great Danes that didn't, or Wolfhounds that didn't make it to their 4th birthday or whatever, and it's like, fuck, that sucks. Yeah. So maybe the $3,000 is well spent. I don't know. My dog was $800.
That's not too bad.
I don't know. I find myself shopping for dogs, and a few minutes later, it was like, man, this isn't good for me. I don't like this.
That's fair.
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
You're not ready. Oh, okay, that's a different story. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, God, I really like Enderman.
Our last dog was dying, and we were already shopping. It's like I'm replacing you. Yes.
Jackie's showing me pictures of dogs, and I'm like, what I really want is another run with the last one. That's what I want.
Cloning.
You can't have it, but
you could.
No, not really. It wouldn't be the same brain, the same memories.
You clone the dog, and then you raise it the same way. How would it not be the same dog?
He would have to have a lot in common.
Like all of his genetics.
Yeah, but a lot of the things Woody is thinking back and enjoying are the memories and the time spent, not like the genetic identity of the dog.
I liked how affectionate he was. He hugs. I've never had a dog that hugged before. And he just really liked me. Every time he saw me, I was his freaking ear scritch slut. He'd just be like, right here, buddy, right here. And I'm like, I got you. And I don't know. I'm just not ready to start over yet. Jackie is. She's moved on.
And are you kind of looking at those dogs and you're like, traitor? Have you forgotten so quickly the legend that was Enderman? Yeah, it's important to take time in between them sometimes. I wanted my grandparents to get a new dog after their most recent dog Roger died like maybe 2 years ago now, and they were like, they're country people, and so they never ever had an indoor dog. They were all outdoor dogs running around farms and stuff. And it was like sad talking to my grandpa a couple of years ago, being like, so when are you going to get the next one? Like, when are you getting a dog again? He's like, I think that was the last one. Like, I think that's it. And it's like, oh man,
we were
sad.
Doing some math. It's been a good, like 28 years in a row of us having a dog until now. So we usually, we buy them and have them overlap, but not this time.
This company will clone your pup for $50,000.
He's dead. What are they going to do? Take his paw print?
They could go get. Did you incinerate him?
They do this on CSI.
Or cremate him, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
if you had a loved dog, Bruce, who died, would you just try to find another similar dog, or would any part of you ever be like, I have this? I cut his ear off right at the end, and I have right before the end, the last week, I cut his ear off. You take it into the clinic, you get a new dog, or do you think
I would clone him? I would clone him, but also he wouldn't be the same dog, right? But I would totally clone him.
Mm-hmm. It will be the same dog though, because like you hear those stories about separated twins, which are essentially clones. They're genetically identical. And one will go to a medium income family, one to a lower income family, and they'll end up with like wives with the same names, both being accountants, both driving like a Ford Escort. like genuinely, this has happened multiple times where the path isn't as open to us as we might imagine it is. So I think it's the same with the dog. So you take a cloned dog, put it in the exact same environment, which is Woody's household, and then treat him the same, call him the same name. You're like, oh, I put that other dog.
Name.
Yeah.
Benderman Jr.
Yeah, call him number 2. Like add a numeral onto it, just like The Simpsons, Ender 2. And they're $50,000 though. That's the real holdup. Also, he doesn't have any genetic material. Although maybe you could like do a little CSI, go look for some hairs or something. I don't know how this works.
What if he accidentally claimed?
Dude, I'll check the steps. We still got tons of that shit left
Probably
over.
shit everywhere out in the yard. like you can make a slew of Enders.
So we do this thing in my house where we all take turns naming the dog, and I want a boy dog. I'm fond of boy dogs. I think they're the superior sex. But Jackie wants a girl dog. We'll see how it works out. But
girl dogs
I was like, Bark Vader is a solid name. Indiana Bones is a winning. These are like my leading candidates.
These are long names.
Yeah, they're way too long.
But just
for a
Vader
dog.
works, like later,
Indy.
or just Jones or Indy. Yeah, like you can shorten them. And I was like, I don't want a girl dog. And Jackie's like, we could name it Jonah Bark. And I'm like, hey, you're kind of winning.
All right, that's pretty good.
You got it.
Bark. Joan of Bark. I like that. That would be pretty fucking good. I think girl dogs are superior because they don't get into the territorial marking. They don't want to hump. When you get them fixed though, they do seem to turn into fat cows immediately. Every girl dog I've ever gotten fixed gained like a significant amount of weight proportionally and became lazier. But Toby, he's been fixed and he doesn't seem to have changed at all. He's still like aggressive and mean to strangers. Like he's still like scary as fuck when someone rings the doorbell. He just doesn't want to fuck the couch anymore.
We fixed our girl dog and she got fat right away, but we stopped feeding her as much. That was the solution, was just to give her less food. And she lost weight and she looks great. Yeah. No, I know.
My dog's been on diet food for 2 years. Like
has he not lost weight?
Just feed her less.
She sneaks food, and because she's only 60 pounds, like one like cheat meal seems to really add up. One time I left a whole stick of butter on the counter because I was letting it get soft and I was going to put it on some bread or something. She ate a whole stick of butter.
Oh, hell yeah.
I came back into the room and she's just licking her lips like she's so content. And now, whenever she smells butter, she's like, remembers back to that day when she got out and she's losing her mind. Like, you cannot have butter. No.
Where did you leave the butter? You're like, all right, I need to go take a long shit.
She gets up on the counter and like
hang it over the edge.
What kind of dog is she?
It's like a shepherd mix. She's like gray and spotted, but has like a German shepherd style head. And she's like I said, like 55 pounds, I think, like that. 65 maybe. She should be 45. She's just a chunker.
Nothing's safe in my house in that regard. Like you put a plate on the kitchen counter and they don't even have to leave their 4 feet to lick the plate off the kitchen counter. They just go right at it like a horse. But it's pre-wash.
Yeah, I don't mind the dogs. I remember when I was like 13, I went to a friend's house. My parents came with me. We were like, everybody was meeting each other or whatever. My parents were meeting my friend's parents, and they had a chocolate lab. And I remember they took their bowl, they'd eaten something, and they put it on the floor and let the dog clean the bowl. And we weren't dog people like that. We had an outside dog. And so I was just like, ew. Now as an adult, I'm just like, oh, you want some? I'm like, here, have it off my fork. I just couldn't give a shit less. I love them so much. I think of them like family members. I really do.
They're the best. They're the best. What do you have you ever had to put down a dog? I feel like you have, right?
Yeah, we were talking about that before you joined. I put down my dog.
Okay.
Was it 3 weeks ago? Maybe does that sound
3
right?
weeks ago?
Yeah.
Did you do? I'm number one. I'm very sorry. Number two, did you do the cheat meal thing where you give them the last meal? Did you give them like hamburgers and chocolate and all sorts of crazy shit?
No, not like that. In both cases, we put down 2 dogs this year, both Great Danes. They're about Anyway, in both cases, the morning we put them down, they lost their ability to walk, and that was That
The last time I was on PKA just a few months ago, we were talking about this too. So this is I'm sorry both times.
this is the other side of this. Yeah, I was going to keep bringing everyone down, but yeah, he went outside and he was like he always was, an elderly dog, but fine. And then about 100 feet from that house, he just couldn't walk anymore, and like army crawled back to the house and never walked again. So we had the vet come to us and put him down and take him away.
Oh,
We usually give them burgers. I'll get them like
Yeah.
cheeseburgers from Wendy's with nothing on them, and just get them like a triple baconator. And get,
Yeah.
but I already feed my dogs like that. Is the thing. Like they eat kibble, but they all have had
That's a weight
cheeseburgers.
problem.
That's why
Well,
she's fat.
we don't do that to her. She gets like she'll
It's
get
a
like some
mystery how
grilled
that
chicken or something.
You know what you should do?
little
You
bite
should
here
get,
and
you should
there.
get like dog Ozempic, and then next time you send a picture, it'll have like that buccal fat face. It just looks
Dude,
like
that's a-
skeleton.
I really hate. Is it
We need to
buccal?
do
Is that how you
JD
pronounce it?
Vance.
I thought it was
pictures of Kyle's dogs.
buckle, or I've been saying buckle fat, but is it buccal
Oh.
fat?
I thought it was
I don't
buccal.
know.
I
It's
used
one
to
of those
say
things I've
buccal
never-
fat.
Buccal.
Buccal fat. Okay.
We all know what we're talking about. Those like,
But,
that weird
Jenna
like, cutout.
Ortega
Like
got that.
skeletons.
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega got that, and it's such a downgrade